This video describes the capital cost of the Community House HVAC project and the annual payment that members will make in support of the project. We're going to take a closer look at the numbers today, and it starts with the capital cost estimate. The contractor's estimates, which provide the minimum cost for the project, total $126,392. The board has voted to include a contingency of 30% on that. So when that's added to the minimum cost, we wind up with a maximum cost that the project may not exceed of $164,340. We can break that down as a cost per home site by dividing the cost we just looked at by the number of SCA home sites, which is 269. The minimum cost breaks down to $470 per home site. And when we add the contingency to that, the total maximum cost breaks down to $611 per home site. We can break that total maximum cost into two maximum annual payments by dividing it by 2. 611 divided by 2 gives a total maximum cost per year of $305.50 in 2026 and 2027. Note that all costs are rounded to the nearest 50 cents in this analysis. Now we also need to take into account the pledged contributions received from members. And as of September 1st, 2025, gifts to the ComHouse HVAC project total $62,750. Those gifts will offset the amount that members will pay in 2027 for the project. If we divide that $62,750 by our 269 home sites, the average savings per home site will be $233. That's a reduction in payments of $233 per home site thanks to member gifts. So then let's look at this on an annual payment basis. How much will people pay annually for the project? Well, it starts with the annual payment in 2026, which has already been determined as half of the maximum cost of the project, or $305.50 per home site. In 2027, we need to take the contributions into account. So we subtract that $233 per home site in savings and wind up with a maximum annual payment after contributions of $72.50. But note too that this maximum amount includes the contingency. And if that amount isn't needed in order to fund any portion of the project, we can deduct the cushion, and that could result in a credit of $68.50 for each member. So let's look at the bottom line here. The amount in 2026 will be a fixed payment. Each home site will pay $305.50. In 2027, the payment after contributions depends on the final project cost. Each home site will pay between $72.50 and $0, or each house will receive a dues credit between 1 cent and $68.50 towards their 2027 dues. After contributions, the HVAC subcommittee expects that the cost per home site will be less than $300.